doesn't get more beautiful than this, does it? This is Hoshino Iwaya, a bangai, an unnumbered temple on the pilgrimage. It's associated with Fudo Myo-o, although the statues that you see right here aren't Fudo Myo-o, but his essence permeates this site. Fudo Myo-o is one of the wisdom kings, and the wisdom kings are emanations of Dainichi Nyorai in Shingon teaching, and they exist to teach, but they're that one teacher who really wants to make sure that you don't mess up, that you do your best and you achieve your goals. So he's got a fierce expression. He has a sword in his right hand to destroy illusions and greed and envy and anger, although he looks very angry, doesn't he? And a rope in his left hand to haul you away from the greed and anger that's preventing your enlightenment. Temple 20 is called Kakurinji, which means Crane Forest Temple, and that's based on the foundation legend. Legend has it that Kobo Daishi came here, and when he was walking through the forest near the top of the mountain, 2 cranes came by and spread their wings high up in a tree, and when he looked, he saw there was a small golden statue of Jizo Bosatsu. So he took down the statue of Jizo Bosatsu, carved another one that was almost a meter tall, and put the small statue inside the larger one and created the Honzon of the temple, which he thus founded. So here at Kakurinji, the story is about a hunter. The hunter lived in the village down below, and he was out hunting one day and didn't find anything, and he didn't want to go home without any meat for his family, so he started going up the mountain a little bit. Now the mountain has this temple, Kakurinji, on top, and since it's a Buddhist temple, there's no killing on the temple grounds. But what the hunter didn't think about was the temple grounds extend well beyond the temple buildings. In fact, they extend for 3 cho. 1 cho is 109 meters, so that's quite a ways down the mountain. The hunter was going up the mountain, and he was already within the temple grounds, though he didn't know it. And then he saw a giant wild pig, and he decided to shoot that, and he shot the wild pig. The arrow went right in its chest, but it kept running, and it ran up the mountain. It ran up to the temple. There was blood on the ground. The hunter followed the blood, and the trail came up the mountain and through the temple and on into the main hall of the temple. The hunter, of course, thought that the actual wild pig had run into the temple, so he ran and got the head priest. The head priest came over, opened the doors. There was no wild pig there. He went up to the main altar where the main image, the Honzon of Jizo Bosatsu was, and there was Jizo Bosatsu, the statue with an arrow sticking out of its chest.
鷲の里駅から大龍寺山頂駅までロープの長さが2775メートルあり、西日本最長のロープウェイとなっております。各臨時の三重の塔でございます。では下りゴンドラとすれ違ってまいります。今すれ違ったところが中間地点でございました。
So here on a mountain ridge near where the temple Tairyuji now stands, the young Kobodaishi came. He had read in a book that if he did a ceremony called Kokuzo Gumonji Ho, which involved 1,000,000 recitations of the mantra of Kokuzo and assorted other ceremonies over a period of perhaps as much as 100 days, then he would gain the ability to memorize and understand all the sutras. So he came here and described it in a book he wrote when he was 24 years old, about 5 or 6 years later, saying he performed the Kokuzo Gumonji Ho here, and the morning star entered his mouth. And now, when Shingon priests undertake the Gumonji Ho, they time it so the morning star will rise and there'll be a lunar or solar eclipse as they reach the climax of the ceremony.